Oh. Ah. So I've been calculating to see if I can somehow get the D5 or D3 break to work.
Mm-hmm.
If he takes my rook, then I think I can take on C2 and I'm queening. Don't think he has any tricks in that case. If he takes on D3, C2, rook C5 is the problem. So I've considered D6, king C5, but then D3 doesn't even work because king takes D6, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then actually, hold on, D6, E3 check king, F4, D3. If he takes my rook, D takes C2. In that scenario, I think the rook can swing up because the king is now on D6. So rook F1 is there. So what could it be? It's got to involve some type of D3 break. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it? Rook D6, king C5, D3, king D6. What if I play D2? Then he has rook D5 stopping the pawn. If I take on C2, he has rook F1. So if just directly D3, he takes. Then I check king C5. Then D3 takes D6 check, king C5, then C2, rook C5 is still there. Can I stop it at that point? D3 takes check, king C5, C2, rook C5. I got nothing. Okay. What about rook D6, king C5, rook C sorry, rook
You mean
E3, king F4, rook F3, king takes F3, D3 takes C2,
rook
rook
C5?
C5. All right, then let's try rook E5. No, D6. Sorry, D3 takes Rook e3. If king's f4, then rook f3 check. King takes c2. Rook c5 is still there. Okay. Rook d6 takes. Rook e5. Rook takes.
But I think we are complicating it too much, yeah. Since the play has to be something here and here, I think we should be looking at moves which either is directly d3 or facilitating d3, yeah.
Oh, I got an idea now.
Mm-hmm.
D3, he takes. He has to take, I think, pretty much.
Yeah.
Then I directly can play rook c4.
Yes, I think this is the simplest one, yeah. So it
Yeah,
doesn't matter if he takes, we just promote. And if he manages to even go here, it still doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll be up or like rook.
rook.
So this is winning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Wow,
that's correct.
that's nifty.
Yeah.
Can you give me
Okay.
like 1 minute, bro? I want to give me 1 minute
Yeah,
just to
sure, sure.
wash my hands up. Okay, let's continue.
Okay. So this is white to play.
Okay. Ah. Uh, Ah. So what I want to accomplish here is I want to immediately put this rook behind the pawn, behind the D pawn. If
Mm-hmm.
I can achieve that, I believe that I can probably win this game.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
I think I think in this position, if it's more important to figure out how to take both the pawns up, because if that happens, I don't think he can actually stop it. Like just with one rook, he cannot stop it.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to figure out what, I mean, if black has any defense with the king. I mean, what I
Yeah.
was thinking was if I play this b5, he probably plays king f8, yeah? And
Right.
let's say b6, he plays this, and b7, he catches right on time, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is probably black's defense here, and we have to somehow stop it first, yeah, so that the defense can't come. Because I'm pretty sure the rook alone cannot stop both the pawns. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Makes sense. Blindly, you were just looking at b5, king f8, b6, king e8 he
Mm-hmm.
would play, you said, right?
No, b5, king f8, b6, and king e7, yeah?
e7. Hmm. Maybe that's what we have to do. Before that move, just need to push our. So b5, say king f8. Then now play d6.
But d6 king e8.
Hmm. Let's go back again. If we make him go to g7, come out via f6, does that make a difference? And
It might.
maybe
You're talking about if you first play d6, he's gonna play king g7, yeah?
I was gonna maybe that's one option, but he doesn't have to do that. He can go to king f8. I was gonna check first actually and push him to g7 and then
Yeah,
try to.
I think that makes more sense, by the way, because no, see, first d6 king f8 doesn't work. Yeah, I simply have rook c8.
Yeah, right.
But I think d6 king g7 comes, and now if I play d7, he has rook d3. And by the time you play this, I can catch you, yeah? Like here, and I can maybe even take, or am I missing something?
Wait, how did this after king is after d6? What did he play?
d6 king g7.
Then you played d7, right?
d7, yeah.
You have 6 now, right?
No, rook d3 first.
Okay, okay, right.
Oh, yeah. So rook c7. Here I can already play king f8 or f6 and king e7, yeah, and b6 king d6. This is a draw.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Rook c8?
rook c8 still winning, yeah, and
Yeah.
b7. Oh, wow. So that then this might be the solution, yeah. Or are we missing anything? So d6, I'm pretty sure king g7 is like forced, right?
Because well, yeah, he
I
doesn't
mean,
have time to. What if he comes behind the pawn?
I just push the other pawn, yeah?
Now he goes king f8.
No, but king f8, I just
Oh,
play
yeah, I
rook
understand that
c8.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, show you that. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he has to play this. Now d7. Okay, so there is an interesting try with king f6, b5, king e6. Not e7, but e6. So my point is, when I push b6, rook d7, and when you play b7, so this was the whole idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now I have rook d1. I mean, I just go to.
Wow. Yeah.
So I think this is the whole point of this position, that if I play king e7, then it's not working, yeah, because there is b6, rook d7, and b7.
Yeah.
Because now it's a pin and I cannot play rook d1. But I can do this with king on e6. So I think this is the catch point.
Yeah.
So that's why maybe Rafi, your move is correct here. We probably have to start with rook c8. This makes the most logic, yeah?
Okay. King g7 then.
So king g7, okay.
Now,
b5, obviously.
does he have time to come and take the d5 pawn now?
How?
Rook d3, b6, rook takes d5, b7, rook b5, and I'm queening. That's not working. If rook b3 immediately, then you'll just
Rook b3. I will play d6 here.
king f. Oh, hmm. Yep.
I think here. So basically, black's idea is to defend the b pawn with the rook and with the king catch this pawn, right?
Right.
So maybe he will start with king f6.
What did we do last time? We played rook b3 in that position?
Yeah, last time we checked rook b3. But let's say king f6.
After rook b3, we played just d6, right?
Yeah, rook b3 just d6. That's the point, yeah. When you catch the b pawn, I push the d pawn. And if you catch the d pawn, I push the b pawn, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's gonna bring the king first.
B6, rook B3, rook C6, king E7. Maybe I have to cut off the king again with rook C7.
Like to start with right now.
No, right now we can play rook C7.
But rook C7, I play rook B3, yeah?
Oh, just one move too short. I was gonna push B6, but it doesn't work.
Sorry, Rafi, what did you say?
No, B6 here almost worked, but I'm one move too short. B6, rook
Yeah,
takes, rook C6.
yeah, one
That
one
doesn't
move.
work.
It's yeah. So maybe we have to again prevent the king from coming to the side.
So, I mean, you can give a check, but king E7 is even better placement for his king.
Yeah, we have to stop king E7. That's what I was thinking.
Rook C7, right?
But
That's
rook
the one
C7
more move. Rook E8 is down the other way.
yeah, I was thinking rook E8 makes more sense because we need the rook on the 8th rank to help in the promotion as well, yeah?
Oh, because I understand what's going on. He doesn't have time to go after the B pawn because the D pawn is now running by itself.
Yeah,
Because the king can't stop it anymore. And he can't push the F pawn.
yes. I think that's the point, yeah?
Yeah.
Because
What
now
is he
if he
gonna do
can't,
now?
yeah, because now if he picks up this pawn, I have B6. And if he picks up this pawn, I have D6. And I am queening, yeah, no matter what.
Pick up the D pawn. Let me see that played out real quick. Go D rook D3.
And I'm queening, yeah, thanks to my rook on like E8.
Mm. Was there any way that we could have checked and picked up the B pawn and still been in time to come back and stop the D pawn? Go back up like one or two moves. One move. Yeah, so here, let's just say I play. This is my black to move, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, it's not working. There's no way to stop both.
Yeah, I think that's the solution.
Wow, interesting. So what should I learn from this? Like how to
I think from
cut
from
off?
here, it's probably, I mean, the main thing which I took away from this position was the defenses, yeah. So
Mhm.
sometimes I think winning in the end game is just eliminating your opponent's defensive ideas. I mean,
Mhm.
in this position, the two pawns were obviously too overwhelming for the rook, but
Mhm.
the king was, the main guy who was defending the position, right?
Mhm.
So the first few moves, you can see what we did was actually to take care of the king, and we just tried to get rook e8 as quickly as possible, yeah? Normally, when we play this position, rook e8 will be a difficult move to spot because two pass pawns and we will be too much focused on these two guys because
Mhm.
those are our like advantage points, yeah? So we
Right.
will be too much focused on those things. But the moment we see that, okay, we can cut off the king first, that's it. So I think just eliminating opponent's defensive resources is the main pick from this one.
Mm. Yep. Makes sense.
Mhm. Okay, all right. No problem, Rafi. I think for today, let's wrap it up here. And I'm going to catch you hopefully tomorrow.
Okay. Sounds good,
Okay.
man.
Yeah, great, perfect.
All right.
Thanks.
Talk soon.
Yeah,
Thank
I'll
you.
see you soon. Yeah, no
All right.
problem.
Bye.